days seem sometimes as if they never end. Sun digs its heels to taunt you, but after sunlit days, one thing stays the same. Rises the moon. Days fade into watercolor blur. Memories swim and haunt you. But look into the lake, shimmering like smoke. Rises the moon. Oh, close your weary eyes. I promise you that soon the autumn comes to darken, fading summer skies. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Days pull you down just like a sinking ship. Floating is getting harder. But tread the water, child. Know that meanwhile rises the moon. Days pull up you just like a daffodil, uprooted from its garden. I tell you what you owe, but no, even so rises the moon. You'll be visited by sleep. I promise you that soon the autumn comes to steal away each dream you keep. Breathe, breathe, breathe.
I'm still confused how this video just popped off. Like, I think it's my first video that has like over 50 likes. I don't know, like one dickhead disliked the video, but that's fair enough. Like, I have hate watchers, so to be expected, but damn. Almost 500 views in 2 days. I think this is like one of my most popped off videos I've actually made. I don't know. Damn.
Ian Jomha and George Miller are two of the biggest internet icons in history. Both of their biggest projects are massively well known, loved by millions and in some cases billions of people. Both their YouTube channels, iDubbbz TV and TV Filthy Frank, were cultural pillars for YouTube during its infamous edgy phase. But now, 7 years later, one of them has reached catastrophic heights with a ton of love from his community, and the other is iDubbbz. With rise and fall videos made seemingly daily, hundreds of controversies involving him, and a former fanbase in disarray, it is clear that one of them managed to make the transition of content correctly, while the other did not. This is how Joji did what iDubbbz couldn't.
I mean, Joji's a musician. Does iDubbbz make songs?
What I think is his most accomplished work of art yet.
YouTuber gone alternative heavyweight George Miller.
What we do here is go back.
Making a content cop on
it seems like every person has their own reason to be a former fan rather than a viewer.
Ironic, hilarious, and pathetic, all at the same time.
Many people across the internet feel incredibly nostalgic for the period spanning between 2015 and 2017, which
and my brother always talks so loud, I think he's getting mad, but he's not. He just gets really excited when he's telling a story or something.
2016 was a time where politics and commentary on YouTube were really finding their footing, with nearly everybody on the platform making content about the next social justice warrior, and with every commentator being just a sweaty kid in their bedroom at 3 in the morning, making a video calling another person ugly because they stole their thumbnail. There were a few people that really stood out. When somebody talks about how much they love 2016 YouTube, unless they're referring to politics, they're really talking about the Big Ten. Pyrocynical, H3H3, Grade A Under, Leafy, Losses, Crazy, Keemstar. But the most infamous, and arguably iconic of that lot, are undoubtedly the group that keep getting their photo posted on the Things That Changed the Internet Twitter account. That being Max Mofo, anything for views, and the subjects of today's video, iDubbbz TV and TV Filthy Frank. The content that these four made together are really relics of the past, with some of their more gruesome challenges like the Cake Trilogy now being wiped from YouTube. Nevertheless, the content that they did make was incredibly iconic. They accumulated literally billions of views together. Frank and iDubbbz would collaborate a lot, with one of iDubbbz's staple characters on his channel being a side character.
Oh yeah, pink guy and the green suit thing that fucking iDubbbz would get into. I forget what he was called.
Some huge memes and inside jokes across the platform to this day, including
"Hey, that's pretty good,"
or
"I have crippling depression,"
or
"Shut the fuck up,"
as well as the well-renowned
"I'm gay."
They were also the catalyst to references that go out of their own circle of influence, like the Harlem Shake being created as a joke by Frank, the green screen edits of Frank being used literally everywhere,
"It's time to stop, okay?"
or the Reese's Puff song being largely popularized by iDubbbz. Their standalone content was also incredibly huge, Filthy Frank's parody songs being incredibly iconic, and, of course, his videos, with no videos at all from the last 9 years having less than 1 million views, and
Papa
videos such as
Frankie.
100 accurate life hacks wielding a whopping 41 million views. That is insane for a non-music video. His channel was an absolute icon in the YouTube scene. Filthy Frank's ironic music was a staple feature of the channel, with a full-length album titled Pink Season being uploaded with widespread support of its outlandish nature. The character he played in his videos was obviously not his real personality. He even stated in his YouTube channel description that Filthy Frank is the embodiment of everything a person should not be. There is no denying that the show is terribly offensive, but this terrible offensiveness is a parody of the whole social media machine. He was a caricature, the worst person social media would show. Ahead of his time in many ways, as the popular vloggers of the time would become more akin to him, but unironically. iDubbbz was no less influential, with no videos in the last 6 years before November 2022 wielding less than 1 million views. His Content Cop series blasted shockwaves throughout the YouTube community almost every single time he uploaded one.
Alright, hopefully there's a flower here.
Content cop.
Content cop.
Content cop.
When he releases a content cop, that's like a YouTube holiday for me. I had a lot of people come over and dislike my videos.
Some of the biggest content cops changed the subject's reputation forever without any recovery, really. Completely turning the internet against
Wait, is that already
him,
used?
proving him to not be the
Cleansed, okay, got a freebie.
I think he was, with the ongoing No Chin segment in the video still holding some level of relevance today. Tana Mojo also admitted on the No Jumper podcast that she deserved the content cop.
But I deserved it 100%, and the content cop was good.
His most popular episode, however, was on the infamous internet bully known as Rice Gum, who had called him out a year prior. Due to being so hungry for attention, iDubbbz pulled the incredible move of not saying the word Rice Gum himself at any point throughout the video, instead calling him Asian Jake Paul, and even giving the title of Red Herring of being called Content Cop Jake Paul. This video was massive and groundbreaking, ending on a diss track that is still a club banger to this day and arguably better than any of Brian's own music, featuring huge names like Jax Films, H3H3, Boy in a Band, PewDiePie, and even the man himself, Post Malone. The video was amazing, shattering Rice Gum's chance of a response, giving it over 1 million dislikes. iDubbbz also made other content, of course. His bad unboxing videos were a huge feature of the channel, and many iconic moments came from them as well, including the name that he gave to his fanbase, which I can't say here, well, I can't actually say it in general. He would also upload videos called iDubbbz Complains, where he made a more like I Hate Everything style video, laid back complaining about a generalized topic. And his documentaries on Dax Flame or Airsoft Fatty getting 7 million and 20.
That guy quit. I remember, I don't know if I'm still sub to him. I Hate Everything.
Kind of a big deal, sort of. So, what happened to it? Many people are already aware of where the TV Filthy Frank YouTube channel is. It's dead. That's where it is. No uploads since the 27th of September 2017, with videos being taken down every now and then by YouTube for violating their more recent guidelines. He left, more unusually, for reasons that are not due to him getting banned from the platform or getting cancelled, rather for health reasons. Listening to half a second of one of Frank's videos, one would hear that his voice is incredibly difficult to do without pressing your vocal cords.
Yeah, doing the Filthy Frank thing hurt his vocal cords, so
claiming that the decision was
it sounds way
fine,
different
said
as
that he owed
Joji
his
now.
fanbase a reason for quitting comedy and simply narrowed his reasoning down to serious health conditions such as throat tissue damage and neurological conditions. He wished
That'll happen to like a lot of metal
so that he would be
vocalists.
continuing onto further projects. That was that. The Filthy Frank channel would not receive any content again, aside from one tweet in 2019. Frank signed off his leaving tweet with the name Joji.
Oh my god, I love Joji.
Love Joji. Got a great voice.
My most favorite Joji tracks ever turn up here.
Joji was a musical project inspired by the support of and his passion for making the music on Filthy Frank. Joji moved into making serious musical passion projects, all of which being commercial successes. The success would increase rapidly as he dropped his first studio album, Ballads 1, released in 2018. The largest song on the album, Slow Dancing in the Dark, becoming a worldwide
I've
hit,
covered that song.
accumulating over 1 billion listens on Spotify.
I think that was like the
album
first
now
Joji
almost 3
song I covered, or
billion
maybe
listens.
second.
His second studio album is also a huge sensation, and an even bigger banger. Hitting hundreds of millions of listens and featuring the mainstream artists like Lil Yachty and Benny, it was undoubtedly a massive success even on a
I'm gonna need some water.
standards. His latest release, Smithereens, includes the viral sensation Glimpse of Us, which had a devastatingly real music video and is a brilliant ballad in
I think
itself.
I've done
It has
covered
amassed
Glimpse of
almost
Us as
1 billion
well.
streams on Spotify so far,
Rings a
with
bell
over
hearing that name.
971,000 videos made on TikTok using the official song. Aside from complaints that the album was fairly mediocre, the amount of praise for the songs Die For You and the interlude really outshone the amount of controversy.
I've also
Once
covered Die
Frank
For You.
would only come back to haunt Frank a couple of times when new audiences to Joji discovered the pink skeleton in his closet. Disgusting. There was very little effect from it, of course, though. Aside from the term Joji is over party trending on Twitter a couple of times due to stan accounts frantically tweeting the term. But aside from this, Joji's career would only skyrocket. His Joji channel reached over 1.2 billion views, the same number as his Filthy Frank channel. Not only had he soared to similar heights, he had gone greater heights and even reached the mainstream. iDubbbz, on the other hand, never really disappeared in the same drastic way. Far from it. He ruled the internet for years after the fact. His history following his peak is far more documented than George's for this reason. After dropping the ginormous content cop Jake Paul on the 3rd of October 2017, the possibility for another content cop was only really a rumour. Hundreds of videos would be made speculating the creation of another one, but to no avail.
I'm getting old. I think in general it's more ideas in the crosshair rather than people.
Ian would gradually begin to admit that the content cops was slowly coming to a close. It's not like his content was going anywhere. On the 31st of July, Ian dropped Full Force. This was an instant classic documentary going over the internet icon Airsoft Fatty, shedding brand new unseen light on the character, as well as humanizing him in many ways. This was praised by audiences all across the internet, claiming that it was fantastic to see a more positive style content cop himself.
The docu-series is almost the antithesis of the content cop, but instead of criticizing people, you are finding people living in the shadows of YouTube a little bit and rising them up.
This proved to be a very good idea, because less than 6 months later, the content cop Leafy Is Here was taken down as an example from YouTube of the brand new harassment and bullying community guidelines. Along with this, they removed Leafy's response and a Colossus Crazy video. Not long prior to this, he had uploaded his final bad unboxing episode. In retrospect, those guidelines look like they may have ended his 2 most popular series. He continued as normal-ish, uploading a number of other videos until one day, disaster struck. Disaster struck because it turned out that iDubbbz was a iDubbbz's girlfriend at the time, now wife, Anissa Jumha, announced on Twitter as a joke that her streaming career was doing so badly that they were one bad stream away from an OnlyFans career. Many adult industry workers criticised her for this joke, to which she clarified that she was supportive of them and did not mean any harm. A few months later, she publicly declared she was indeed beginning an OnlyFans career. The internet naturally did what the internet does and mocked iDubbbz for it. Some people were genuinely upset, but for the most part people were just making fun of him. Especially being the edgy icon that he was, he had an assumed reputation of disliking people in the adult industry, with him shaming sex workers in the green screen challenge video that he had created. Now, I would personally not be comfortable with this, and a lot of people echoed this sentiment.
Yo, iDubbbz, I love you, my G. But yeah, whole girlfriend thing. If my girlfriend wanted to do OnlyFans, she's getting removed.
As my best friend here, JJ, said, it's iDubbbz's decision whether or not he supports it, and many content creators echoed this as well. It's not the audience's place to decide what goes on, but at the same time, they're allowed to make comments on it.
Damn, I'm 5k HP, 5.1k with the proc and a couple world buffs.
Mr. Nice Simp. And the internet was almost ready to move on until he uploaded Sex Workers, iDubbbz Complains, in which he defended himself by going on offense against the people in his audience upset with him. Many people were taken aback, because a lot of Americans that are pro-free speech, edgy comedians, tend to be conservative and therefore quite anti-sex work. The video was not really taken that well, with a 2-to-1 like-to-dislike ratio, at which point, however, many people defended him. While being a nothing burger, really, it was quite the big deal. Even Leafy returned to YouTube to make fun of him for it. Soon after, he uploaded his documentary on Dax Flame. He continued as normal. Except his content was far more liberal than it used to be. Nothing wrong with that, but viewers got a bit more curious about the change.
We're here to talk about our woke liberal boxing event.
Wait, I'm getting ahead of myself here. Ian announced a huge boxing event called Creator Clash after the success of other internet boxing events such as the KSI vs Logan Paul event in 2018. The Creator Clash concept actually originated from Ian calling out Ricegum for a boxing match, to prove that Ricegum was a coward and would never really fight anyone in real life despite saying that he would. Releasing the video You're Hiding From Me on the 29th of October 2021. iDubbbz still have the connection of the esteemed content hop in this way. The event was a commercial and reputational success, with big names like me, I mean the odd ones out, on the cards. This charity event and the match was so successful that he decided to do another one. In the meantime, however, he thought he would make another documentary, because why not? The documentaries were typically very well received, mainly because of how uncontroversial Ian was in them. But then he decided to make one on Sam Hyde.
Who is that?
Out there committing a crime and stalking it because I'm gay and I'm obsessed with it. The United States Marines, get out of the cities.
I'm watching it through your window.
Boom!
Sam is one of the most absurd internet figures to gain a following as large as he has. A man so controversial that he was able to get his own Adult Swim show, and then even more controversial that he was able to get the very same show cancelled. If you're completely out of the loop on who this man is, the Wikipedia page has a whole section dedicated to shooting and terrorism hoaxes, placed neatly after life and career and pranks. Keep note that there are only 4 sections to his Wikipedia page. Many viewers adored Hyde's ridiculous, uncensored nature, where he would pull pranks with so many layers of irony that it's almost as difficult to understand as why had disappeared. Many felt that the mainstream media had purposefully villainized Sam. Ian, with his history of edgy content and being blasted by the media but standing firm within it, was a perfect candidate to make the video on him. No matter how well Ian made it though, it was a dodgy ballgame to play. So, after recording the documentary, he decided to cancel the game. Sam was left wondering and was disappointed what happened to the show that he created for iDubbbz TV. Frustrated by a lack of release a year after the documentary was filmed, and feeling that his show had completely gone to waste, Sam released The Truth About iDubbbz.
Degenerate is still looking for people.
Hence, forcing Ian's hand into releasing his own version. Taken mostly on
I talk with these people,
but with Ian's reputation,
but they kind of want me to resto. I'm like, almost second. I was like, maybe I would for the content, but then I'm like, no, I'd be a total cook if I was a resto shaman. It's just not happening.
For many audiences, despite thinking that Ian would be the perfect candidate to make an unbiased video on Sam, he seemed to be trying to criticize Sam Hyde's previous.
I think what I'll do once I'm 60, I'll make my last message is don't forget to hit the subscribe button on my YouTube at PoundAgeVariety.com. She calls it Rank 1 Shaman Tank in the world. If I get like enough subs from that, then I'll make another shaman.
That's because it doesn't make any sense. It's meant to confuse you.
Gosh, you can see why you suffered dealing with Sam.
I'll like jump off Thunderbluff.
Many in particular were upset with iDubbbz for criticizing Sam's edgy meta-irony humor. When
Like, I put a
others
decent
take
amount of
the
gold into
indulge
this
in
guy, but I
ironic,
mean,
not ironic
it's all
edgy
soulbound
humor.
now,
It was
so,
difficult to discern whether or not iDubbbz left Sam with a positive feeling or not. But it was easy to speculate that he did not like Mr. Hyde at all. Viewers felt quite annoyed that Ian was making content with a completely different sole purpose from what the Sam Hyde type fans in the
mainly
audience were
at this point I'm thinking, yeah, the whole point of this is the journey to 60 and making it without dying. Like, I didn't even think I could do this. I thought I was just doing this for fun, and I ended up, like, making it this far. I don't want to jinx myself, though. I mean, I haven't DC'd in combat at all. I got, like, good internet.
This caused absolute uproar, a shocking amount in fact. Content creators left, right and centre came to defend Froggy, while many others came to defend Ian's decision. People believed that Froggy calling out a troll account presumed to be Ian's mother-in-law may have caused the ban, or his jokes about Anissa's OnlyFans. But some even thought that Froggy's association with Sam Hyde may have caused the ban. While this was taking place, Ian appeared on Auntie Badilla's I Spent a Day With show, where he discussed his controversial past, in which he made some interesting comments about his old fanbase.
There were quite a few human beings that I interacted with.
In person?
Yeah, in person, that just sucked.
This caused even more uproar around the YouTube space to coincide with the hate over Froggy Fresh. Ian was very blatantly opposed to his old viewers and talked quite emotionally about how he did not want to be seen as the massive edgy creator that he is. Creator Clash 2 took place and was yet another commercial success. Well, as much as you could say it was when it lost 250 grand. It ended off with Ian emotionally thanking everybody and saying that he understands he may not be everyone's cup of tea, to which people still made fun of him. But now that Creator Clash was over, Ian could bite. Ian uploaded a video titled Addressing the Froggy Fresh Drama, where he blatantly says, yes. In response
sounds
to
like
complaints that
suppers
he
here.
Froggy because of Sam Hyde and the comments
I'll get that
about
in a
Lisa.
bit,
I
though.
don't want anything to do with Sam. I don't want anything to do with
Oh,
people.
what is this? Oh, that guy? Oh, shit.
In the video, Ian roasts
Maybe
all
let's
people
get out of his
by
way.
using nerd emojis at any point that Bo Black sent Nicholas to your
Although I
house.
feel like I could solo it. I think that's how much HP Devil Swords have.
Somebody to attend his event
I don't know if it's coming, or maybe it comes down here, then it goes back that way.
The video was
Is he coming here?
poorly received for an iDubbbz video.
Like, it has 3,000 more HP than me. I don't know. Would it be immune to frost?
Possibly the first ever negative
But then again, I don't like. What does it do here? Frost damage to enemies in a cone, stealing their mana and reducing their movement speed. Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah, if I want to run, I don't know how long that would be.
Even more ammo against you. Many viewers got quite a shock in how, when Leafy mocked Ian's hairline, he shaved his hair to
Yeah, this guy got the alert too. He's like, oh shit.
Then, years later, when Sam calls him a goblin, he tells the audience that it's not okay. People felt like he had completely shifted away from the content he used to make, leaving numerous commenters saying, I miss the old iDubbbz. This video was uploaded to finally clamp down on the criticism he was receiving. Ian wanted to fully open up to the world that he had changed from who he was and was now not the edgy creator that they thought he was. He apologised for all the Content Cop episodes that were misfires or harmed people outside of the video's target, as well as specifically apologising to Tana for being so harsh on her when she was only 19.
I am responsible for creating a lot of hurtful and damaging content on this channel.
Similarly, the like ratio was almost 2 to 1 yet again, and is one of his most controversial videos to date for his old viewers. And when I say controversial, I mean it in its actual definition, as in it caused many conflicting opinions, as well as unlisting all the content cops so that nobody could watch them without watching his video disavowing them. Ian takes full accountability and ownership in the videos, with countless people saying that he shouldn't, and countless people saying that it was for the good of everything, I guess. Following this, he confessed that his boxing event, Creator Clash 2, lost $250,000, hence making no money and no money going to charity. This only provided the haters with more ammunition against him. To make up for it, he did the charity stream, in which he did make back some of the money. Regardless, after all the pushback on how the event was all for charity, it ended up not giving any money to charity, fueling the pro-Froggy crowd, dividing Ian's audience even more. Two icons, two faces. Very similar level of edginess to their content, very similar size, and a very similar reputation. Both have gone for far safer and more advertiser-friendly content now, with Joji releasing a non-explicit version of his latest album, and Ian making squirrel videos. Yet, one of them is still universally loved, while the other has
the devastating fall of items, from the content cop to the big fringe.
Videos made on him. Now, why is this? Now, if you've been paying attention, as I compared and contrasted these two stories, you may be able to see at face value how Frank managed to quit with very little controversy while others couldn't. You see, it mainly boils down to pandering correctly, ironically enough. George received word from his doctor that there were health concerns related to his making content, coinciding with his lack of passion for the current.
So you have to stop doing the filthy Frank voice.
Joji went full steam ahead and took on a complete rebrand, to the point that people were surprised to find out that Filthy Frank existed after being introduced to Joji. He released brand new musical projects semi-consistently and had a huge new creative output to share to the world. By contrast, iDubbbz continued to tease brand new content less frequently and attempted to silently branch out with other videos instead. His edginess came to a halt very slowly in comparison. iDubbbz had wanted to live down the edgy name for years without success, with the first line on Wikipedia saying, "He is best known for his comedy video series, including Content Cup." Ian attempted to sort of do the same videos but with a more pro-PC twist, which confused viewers in some ways, admitting that he was impartial to Leaky's ban from YouTube all the way to telling people that Sam Hyde's offensive content was harmful. Likewise, Joji used a very solid excuse and completely dipped into a single clear statement. He wrote a heartfelt apology and went on a new path. iDubbbz, on the other hand, slowly transitioned his content and stayed quiet on his old videos while trying to make more and more dull videos that less and less people were actually interested in. Meaning that within the last year he dropped from never having a video below 1 million views to constant 6-figure videos. Which is not bad at all, don't get me wrong, but it's vastly smaller than before. Ian also kept making videos that were just not what people were interested in. They thought that the Dax Flame and Airsoft Fatty videos were awesome, but then Ian tried to lean into actually proving a point in his documentary that was the opposite of what he used to preach. And when he wasn't doing that, he was making the most safe and dull videos, creating tier lists and doing squirrel videos that people really didn't subscribe to see, or were just things that unfamiliar viewers were not appealed by, hence a decline in viewership. On the other hand, Joji went straight into making music, which is something he very clearly had talent for, and the audience were somewhat prepared for him doing. He did not rely on his old viewers liking him while simultaneously trying to avoid them in the way that iDubbbz did. In fact, he would go out of his way to please his old fans on occasion by calling the audience people of culture when they started chanting his YouTube name at a concert. He also made the concert on his tour to be completely crazy, a bit like his old Frank content, and had people trying to explain to others that this is what he actually used to be like. Ian instead went and insulted his old fans consistently, as well as removed the content cop videos to avoid any association with them. On top of this, when Frank left the platform, he was very understanding of how upset his former fans may be, and was very respectful of their dismay, stating, "While it genuinely pains me to say this," to imply that he too was sad to let him go. "I really can't express how grateful I am to you all, nor will I ever forget the relationship that we had together," ending off by telling his fans that he hopes that they too succeed with their dreams. Ian was harsh, angry, and on the offense against his former fans in all of these controversial videos that he made, acting like they are stupid for not agreeing with him, while also simultaneously trying to put the entire blame on himself. With all of these things, hopefully one can recognise why George's approach works and Ian's did not. But on top of this, there was one more crucial thing. Let's reread the TV Filthy Frank description. Filthy Frank is the embodiment of everything a person should not be. He is anti-PC, anti-social, and anti-coup. He behaves and reacts excessively to everything expressly to highlight the ridiculousness of racism, misogyny, legalism, injustice, ignorance, and other social blights. George was never meant to be a role model. He was intentionally horrible, and was so in such a way that most people could tell he was ironic in almost everything he said. With that being said, he was also a character. Everybody knew that once the camera was off, he was a regular guy.
58
Hence, he
mage.
would dissociate
Or I think yeah, that was earlier.
easily because it was not really him. Just like how Joji may also be somewhat of a different character to him. He may be a character closer to who George is, but he is not by any stretch of the imagination the Filthy Frank character. On the other hand, Ian is iDubbbz. The content episodes, while having levels of irony, jokes, and skits in themselves, were making genuine points against other people, what I'd have said in those videos actually meant something. So when he disagrees with the take, he can't just take the blame on the character. When something ages poorly, it actually harms him as a person. Having a collaboration with Boy in a Band in a video where he calls out Rice Gum for the horrible things he's said and done to women, for example, has aged poorly, because he was actually making arguments in the video. George's videos criticizing things / people were mostly intended for humor. Ian also made an entire video explaining why his edgy humor was alright, whereas George's entire channel was built on the fact that it was exaggerated to be horrible and offensive purely for entertainment. Ian was anti-PC by nature, whereas George was anti-PC by choice. Aside from the Tanner content cop, if you took away the edgy humor, they would be fundamentally the same videos. The Rice Gum episode, for example, just calls in a homophobic slur once, for no reason at all, and leaves it there. If removed, there would be literally no difference. The TV Filthy Frank channel, however, had the horrible, publicly deplorable content ingrained into it, and was part of what made it interesting to so many people. It was meant to be bad. On top of that, when Idubbbz completely disavowed the idea that all of it is okay or none of it is okay in his I Miss the Old Idubbbz video, it seemed that he misunderstood his own point of the Tanner content cop, and my personal takeaway from it when I watched it.
At the end of the day, you were calling out a white dude saying the N-word. That's pretty common, right?
But where did I have the room to call that, you know?
The point of the video was actually to highlight Tanner's hypocrisy in self-censoring the N-word but not the F-slur, to which Ian essentially argued that you should not pick and choose what's wrong to say compared to anything else because they're just as harmful to other people. On the flip side of this,
people just gotta stop being offended by words. You give it power that way, like goddamn. It's that simple.
Then would justify it by proving that he isn't the thing he's criticizing.
What are you doing?
Himself and doing the disgusting things that he did back then. I see him almost as Eminem.
Hello.
Bear with me on this. Mathers also used to joke around and make funny content while occasionally bringing up.
What goes this guy in?
Therefore, making his real points hit a lot harder. Whereas
Crusaders,
now, taking
okay.
far too seriously as well. At the end of the day.
Well, I would respond to you, but I'm muted, so. No.
But the difference is that only one
No, bunny killers can go fuck himself.
They are looked on as a current titan. It is cool to see Ian turn away from what he believed to be his genuine beliefs that were in some ways harmful to other people. It's good that he actually goes outside and isn't a basement dweller anymore, especially in comparison to Leafy, who's attempting to have the entire world turn on him at this point with his definitely funny and not repetitive tweets. It is also amazing to listen to Joji music casually and barely even register that this is the guy that made
10,000 enemies killed on this journey. Holy shit. You can really tell I'm a fucking old school RuneScape player.
Some of the most chaotically brilliant videos on the platform. It's just a shame to see one of them fall down a road leading to mass negative reception, while the other is, for the most part, loved by everybody. In spite of all this, I'm going to continue blasting like you do. Thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll be back again much sooner.
Are people already in ICC? Let's see. Metagoblins at Marogar, so that's the first boss. I don't know if they're wiping.
They should revamp the leveling experience.
Or no, he's watching someone else. So I'm watching him and watch someone else.
Add back the open world group content. They should shorten how long it takes to level, so people don't get bored.
The dude looks like Wooks.
Like, it should take half the amount of time to level up, or you should be rewarded more for going out into the world and exploring. I think like you should be able to choose what zone you're leveling as well. Right? They did eventually add that. But it was too late. You should be able to choose whether you want to level in vanilla.
Or no, they're not on Marogar. They're like way in there. Never mind. That's like the dragon that's like right before Lich King. Or is it? It's like one of the later bosses dragon. Like it's the one you killed. They're not on the healing one. I forget. It's been a while since I've done ICC. I did it like once for Transmog and I fucking got the invincible mount. I still have it on my retail account. So apparently Amphi died. But they got KT down, so.
On hardcore. We're gonna watch a couple of the fights and just see kind of how this happened. There was no fifth horseman.
No Mitchins.
They actually beat the game. So this is Saffron here. Saffron is one of the biggest cocks in the game. I would say it is the hardest boss in Max, all things considered. Especially
Having a beer.
or sorry, Intel. So let's go ahead and let's watch that. Wait. Who? I taught Z Triplex how to Ninja Loop 10 years ago. And I remember he graduated high school. And I remember he went to the Marines and he came back. I swear to God. No way.
Almost 11 bars in.
Yeah. Took me on a trip, yeah. I was trying to think.
We'll go for 12.
Pandaria? So long ago. Should not be deafening during frog shit. Yeah, true. Jesus, bro, look at all these consumes and everything. He's got fire, like frost runes. Look at this. Oh my god. They are stacked. There it is. Second pull time. Holy shit.
Everyone has a health stack. Okay, Reese. 2 for 8 are marked. With horses marked. We go in together. He's group 1 now.
Okay, lay hands. Good one.
Okay, follow him.
Okay, respect to God. Respect to God.
1 through 4 left, 5 through 8 right. 1 through 4 left,
okay.
5 through 8 right. Get to your sides. No blood rage, nothing. No
So
blood
we
rage.
do have
Smart.
essentially every cursor on the same side.
That way nobody gets auto attack.
Group 4 and 8 will swap.
And
okay.
look at
7.
7. Look at all these buffs, man. It's actually insane whenever you look at how much prep goes into raiding in Classic WoW. It is nuts.
7 swap now.
Oh, he was getting parried a little bit there.
I need wave over here, please.
Now,
Wave,
obviously, nobody's going to be
swap to the
taking
side.
damage here until all of their potions wear off, and then they're going to start needing to get a lot of heals.
Pop your towelettes, guys.
You're going to need a lot of heals. And so, like, look at that health management. Nobody's even going under, like, 80% health. It's actually insane how good they are at this. Look at that. Nobody is losing any fucking health. Is this hardcore? Yeah, this is the world first hardcore Nax.
Okay, go towards the throne. Towards the throne. Towards the throne. Shoot frost pot now. Frost pot now.
So they're using Frostpot because obviously whenever it hits you with the attack, it does a lot of damage. People are spreading out. I'm surprised it didn't hit multiple people there.
4. One more. There's one more.
There it is. It's got it. They got it. They got it.
Hide now. Hide now. Hide now. Hide now.
Press escape. Press escape.
You can auto attack the boss through this, and it will break your line of sight, and you'll get hit.
Get out of the fucking front. Watch for the wizards.
Look at that movement. Everybody's doing what they need to do. You see that D-curse? This guy got a curse on him, and then a mage took the curse off of him. Isn't that crazy? That doesn't happen.
Yeah,
in
he
Classic
pressed
WoW.
his button. Like,
holy shit.
bro, I de-disease. I dispel diseases and poisons all the goddamn time. Like, it's called playing your damn class. I mean, obviously not on Hakar though. I mean, you want that poison on you.
10%, 15% or so. So if they can push him to that percentage, they skip the air phase.
Another one out of the tourney.
It's literally just a target dummy, and that's it. Watch the 4 horsemen fight? I will.
What killed him?
Okay, they're doing really, really well. And they are
It doesn't show a killed by. He must have died in a Makara, actually, this 23 guy. 23 shaman.
No, I think they're gonna miss it. They're gonna miss it.
We're gonna get the space.
Yeah, we're gonna miss it.
Frostpot now if you can. Top off the raid. Top off the raid. We're getting it.
Nobody
Everybody
has
towards
died.
Throne, towards throne. Towards throne.
Not a
towards throne.
single person has died.
Frostpot now if you need. Spread out more guys. Spread out. Top off people that are low now.
That's 1. We have to wait for 4 here. 2.
Don't be so stacked, guys. Spread out a little more. Okay, shield people that are in
There's a
blocks.
frost
Escape. Escape. Escape.
One's cave. Okay, 2 needs help. It's fine.
Okay. I got him too. We're good.
Max range melee.
Oh,
Frostbite
marble.
if you haven't.
So, you might not know what that is. So the bag of marbles is
That's
actually
from
a
Elwyn
specific
quest.
item that you're able to get from a quest in Elwyn Forest.
Yep.
And it decreases
I've
your
speed ran
enemy's
100%. I definitely
by
know what that
about
item is.
10%, I believe. So it's used, and you can. It's a bag of marbles. You get it at level like 10 or something like that. Goldshire, yes. You get it at level 10. Is it towards 25? Holy shit! Holy fuck! 25%. It's a level 6 quest. And so I thought it was only 10. Anyway, 25% is even more the case. And they were rotating the bags of marbles that you get from a level 6 quest on Patchwork, and they are now using it on Saffron in Naxxramas 25, man.
Makes sense.
And you know what? I remember the reason I know that is because this is going to sound fucking stupid, but we used it on Brutalis in Sunwell, pre-nerf
Wow.
back in Burning Crusade.
Still had some from Classic.
Yes. Did I say 25 men? Sorry, I was playing Wrath last time, so yeah. Next 40 men, excuse me. Yes. Brutalis is a fucking monster. He was disgusting. Okay, here we go.
Finish this. Let's go.
You can just boom. You can just boom. Everyone should have it on.
I got my marbles. Let's go.
Slayer's Crest. Holy fuck.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
let's- You can boom, yeah.
There's no reason not to.
I am out of it.
Well, that's one spare boon.
Holy shit,
Okay,
man.
Puberty has to leave.
What a clean kill. I think that's probably the cleanest Saffron kill I've ever seen. That was so well done. That was really fucking impressive, man. Good for them. Now, we also have... You remember the last time we were here, right? There were 5 of them last time.
About to lose our rest experience here, it looks like. We'll finish this bar off, and then that'll be like a good amount of progress for the stream. Probably like an hour long, right?
done?
No, we're 45 minutes, and maybe I'll do like try to at least do an hour stream here, just grinding.
So what I think they're probably gonna do
Might get
is
like
they're probably gonna try
let's
to
see,
burn
1, 2.
down
We'll go
Thane,
for 13 bars. How about
have a
that?
tank swap on Rivendare, have everybody run over to Rivendare, and then half and half Lamo.
I'm trying to time this so that like
That's what I think
I do a couple of bars every day, and
That's the
by the
smartest
time,
thing to
which is like, what is today, the 12th? I need to wait 4 more
It's the
days for my
safest
character to be unmuted.
I want to remind everybody.
I want to be like
Classic
not
World of
muted
Warcraft
here
is the greatest
when I hit
MMO that's
60.
ever been made.
Okay.
Make sure you're in the room.
It's just how it is. Cool.
Pop a crossbar.
Yeah, that's all there is to it.
All right. Full timer is going up. Yes, I can.
He's got a lot of health.
Second
He's gonna
shadow
be tanky.
claw. Should have already been.
Oh, they're using shadow resistance potions because the auras around each of these monsters, the horsemen, does shadow damage.
You need a CD maxed out.
No, that's no.
Oh, okay. Pulling in 10. You guys can inch up a little bit more. We pulled early.
Ooh,
Okay.
ooh, that's kind of a problematic pull. Usually you're supposed to have people in a different position here. Now this shouldn't really be a big deal, but this isn't a great situation. It's actually not a big deal. You've got about 30 seconds or so, which sounds like a long time, but in Classic WoW things take longer. You've got about like, let's say 15, 30 seconds, probably about more like 15 closer, to get this back under control.
What's this? Oh, Galth's Edge? Or no?
There it is. See, look at that, bro. This guy, Fix, literal fucking god. This dude.
Oh, 4
shot
horsemen.
Thane Korthos to pull aggro on him with Arcane Shot, which turned him around, and he moved away. He's right there now to pull him.
I've tanked
over
that on
to the tank
Wrath,
that he
as Shaman
knew
Tank.
because they play together.
For one of the back guys that don't really hit that hard. I think they're the caster horsemen. I don't know if it's like that in Classic WoW. I kind of assumed everything was melee in Classic. I don't know, or Era.
A holy damage. Thane, I don't believe does, so it probably wouldn't have one-shot Fix, but a crushing blow might have. Especially if it was a thrash attack, considering that the boss had been in combat and hadn't meleeed for a while. The taunt resist, it doesn't matter if there's a taunt resist. There's multiple other warriors that would be able to taunt as well. Any warrior can take a hit from them.
Yeah, because it's the
They
caster.
actually don't do, like, 4 horsemen is a numerically extremely easy fight. It is just an extremely hard. It's extremely difficult in terms of logistics.
Hurry up.
I'm pretty sure
Okay, you can see here,
for the last
Amphi's got it right here.
the 2 horsemen that you normally bring to the back are both casters, and they reset threat every here and there, or some shit like that. Something is happening there because I've tanked it as Shaman in Wrath. I was one of the 4 tanks. I was co-tanking with the Bear Druid, where we would swap sides every like 5 stacks or some shit like that, or 4 stacks of the debuff.
After they die, that will continue applying the debuff.
1. Mark 1. Pop CDs. Pop CDs.
There it is. You see he's already at half. Now they also shield wall whenever they get lower health. This isn't really a big deal, but it just exists.
Mark 2. That's Mark 2. Healer's move.
Mark 5 and 6 are the ones where it's problematic. You can see obviously it's not a big deal. And shield wall is about to go away here.
Not even getting hit. There's no range.
Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's gone.
Mark 3. Healer's move.
And now he's gonna die really fast.
Kane's dying.
Even 4 is not a big
Going
deal.
middle first. Go middle first.
Okay, my way.
Mark 1. That's Mark 1.
So now they're having everybody again attack Mograine. The reason why they had them go at an angle here is because this is the hypotenuse from that is closest or farthest away from having Thane. That way they wouldn't have anybody accidentally incur a 4th debuff. Because if somebody accidentally incurred a 4th debuff, that would reduce their damage or their health, and it could also clear a shadow resistance potion that is a fail-safe for a later part in the fight. That's why they went that one direction and then that way.
How many stacks do you have taunted?
And so you see the taunt right there. So obviously Ampy did this taunt. Windforce here was tanking the whole time. And you can see Windforce has 5 stacks. Again, he's totally fine. This debuff right here that Ampy and Windforce both have does holy damage over time. So obviously it's not a big deal because they have pretty good gear, and you know this is a good team with world buffs. But Windforce is going to run out and clear those debuffs, and he's probably also going to offer relief to other tanks after his health is recovered.
2.
Okay, I'm going to Zelda at 3.
Warriors wreck now.
I know. I'm gonna go. No, I'm gonna see like
Mark 3. That's Mark 3.
There it is.
Ooh. Major mana potion drops, huh?
You see Last Stand going off. This is the only point in time where he can die. Mograine has the highest damage to tank outside of Blamo, but the Blamo tank damage is primarily due to the tanks not knowing what the fuck they're doing. Because they're standing in the
burning steps. They're questing in burning steps. Oh wow. Okay.
I thought that's how I said it because
I didn't know I could quest there at this
is that
level.
Not how you say it?
2 seconds.
X is dead. It's 2 horses. No melee on Zelda.
Yeah, I was about to say. So the reason why you have no melee on Zeliek is that remember that chain lightning thing that happened in AQ20, and like it killed all those people. Well, Zeliek has the exact same mechanic, except for obviously it does even more damage, so it can kill people even faster. So you're gonna have obviously the range here. They're gonna be moving in and fighting Zeliek, while all the melee rotate in and kill Blamo.
Yeah, I remember doing enhanced DPS point of view of this site as well, and we'd have to like wait.
And this is the safe spot, by the way. And people did this even in original Nax back in the day. So like what my guild did. I was not in the guild, okay, at the time. But they told me a lot about it, and I saw their kill videos. And this was the place that even back in the day you would stand to avoid the debuffs from all the different other locations.
I'm good on Blamo. Mark 3 coming in. Hicks, you cannot take another mark. Get the fuck out.
So you can see Hicks, the reason why he said that is Hicks took 5 stacks. And Hicks did that because he was trying to heal. And now obviously since everybody else is there, it won't be a problem.
Pack right, fuck out.
Void zone.
Void zone.
There it is.
You'll top off for a friend.
And you can see obviously the tank that was doing Blamo, very smart. Because he started tanking in this very corner, because that way he could maximize the real estate, because Blamo puts the void zone underneath an aggro target underneath a player. So because obviously the tank is like one of the only people that are in range, she's going to be putting it under him, and so it minimizes the amount of space that's wasted whenever we actually need to kill him, or they actually need to kill her, I mean to say. I actually never did this back in the day. Yeah, this is actually smart. I never needed to do this. So it's actually really interesting to see people that are, like, that have, like, planned this out and, like, min-max this to, like, an insane degree.
Mark 1. Mark 1.
Do you mean relieve Windforce?
And again, you can see the shield wall. They all shield wall whenever they get lower health. I think that the reason why they shield wall is because Blizzard didn't want people to AoE them down.
I get a heal on Blamo.
Move out if you're low. You gotta figure this point.
Actually, one of the strats in Wrath version of this, yeah, you AoE them down.
This guy right here.
Or at least 2 of them, right? I think. I don't know if they have all 3 in one point. I think where you could AoE 3 of them down or some shit like that. But I think it like rotates. It's like different horsemen on different weeks or something like that. So different like 4 horsemen boss in Wrath version. I'm pretty sure that's the difference. I don't know if it's the same thing for which calls it classic WoW.
This guy's doing work.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. Like it's different horseman rotations each week.
So they can kill Blamo. Ampy can probably finish tanking this. It looks like they're going to be overly safe and not have anything bad happen. Oh, I guess, did they shield wall twice? Wait, really? What the fuck? I've never seen that.
Mark 1.
Who did they do?
Might be a healing belt. I don't know. I don't know if I want to go healing for Ritz. I don't know. I don't know, man. That defeats the whole point of having the name Shaman Tank. If anything, I would be fine with DPSing.
Oh my god!
Move them away. Move them away more.
Drag it to the wall.
I mean, I've got logs on like one of these. I think White Man, my cowgirl Shaman Tank has like rank 1, like 5 rank 1 parses for the item level that she had for Molten Core.
From what do you call it?
I mean, I guess I could link those logs. I don't know. I mean, that's just pure luck, though. I've died though, a few times just from pulling threat, and they're like, "You may as well just go tank, dude." I'm like, I may as well.
What I was talking about, the ghost of High Lord Mograine, who still applies the debuffs. So because they moved back too much, they moved into his range, and because their stats.
All right, so 12 bars in. I'll do one more bar, and then we'll call it a stream.
It killed both of them.
Putting in overtime here.
Too far back. Watch. See, look how close he is. You see that? He's like right there.
Drag it all the way.
He's dead.
You guys are in the wrong spot.
Yeah, he should have not been there.
Mark 2.
Yeah, come middle, come middle. Mograine Mark is still hitting you.
Guys, go to the fucking safe spot. It's in the middle. Don't go back.
It's pretty easy, isn't it? Yeah, it's pretty easy, right? That you just don't stand there?
Yeah, but these are parse monkeys he's dealing with.
I'm coming.
An LMGDX.
So you can see, obviously, Ampy's going over there, taunting off, and he had to go by himself. This, by the way, will probably take a little bit of time because of how finicky the Zeliek chain lightning is.
I'm totally fine.
Did you get things in the moment?
2,
yeah,
Mark
you
2.
do.
Next is 3. This is Mark. Oh, this is Mark 1. This is Mark 1.
I don't.
Anyone need relief on Zeliek?
This is Mark 2.
I'll take Zeliek from him when he's done. Come on, okay?
Okay, we're transitioning in one more mark. Is it tank transition?
So you can see, obviously, and this fight, by the way, this fight can go on as long as you want it to. Like, I don't even know if it has an enrage timer. It's like 20 minutes or something like that. J-Wall is the biggest pumper. Was in all the raids since Rag. Yeah, I know. Like, I mean, I remember J-Wall from like original classic.
Mark 1. Yeah.
And then there's the first shield wall right there.
Yeah, we're just letting the mages do this faster.
It's Mark 2.
There goes another tourney
and
player.
You can see what they might be doing here is they might be trying a buddy strategy to like reduce the chances of having like a massive chain. They might have 2 people stacking on each other to take predictable, manageable damage instead of potentially unpredictable, unmanageable damage. 3 of them together. That's very interesting. I think that's a risk, but I'm sure they did the math and they think it's fine.
These people are not in the fucking safe zone.
Yeah, he should have done that. Like, if you look right here, like this guy, like, he should not be moving that way. Now, it doesn't probably matter that he's moving this way, because at this point, his debuffs from Mograine are gone, so if he gets 1 stack, it doesn't make a difference. But it definitely isn't the ideal movement. Just trying not to chain the raid. Yeah, actually, I really actually don't think that's a problem, because, like, let's say he gets 1 stack from this, who cares? All the stacks are independent.
Not in the fucking safe zone.
Puberty, you need to eat this. Never mind. You're fine. Mark 1. Mark 1.
Safe for not chaining group. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, like actually looking at it more.
On the right.
Yeah.
It's about to. Yeah, good. I'm just trying. I'm getting next.
Yours is dropping soon. Yeah, 10 seconds. Get 10 seconds. Up.
That was a pretty big risk to go in there with the debuff.
Maybe the smart one. Smart two. Smart two.
He might need one more tank swap, that just depends.
Yeah, I use them. Smart three. Distinction. Tank swap.
I will come. I am coming.
I think you get a relief.
I'm calling it now.
Okay.
Right. I was trying to hit.
You had 4 marks. You had 7.
Yo, I'm trying, man.
There it is. They killed him. Holy shit.
But some of you guys at the comms in this fight, man, you need to shut the hell up. Like, if you needed a heal, you should have left.
Yep.
Stop fucking screaming some shit. You like literally made a bunch of people freak out and die because they're just being dumb.
Wait, people actually? Oh, 2 people died. Oh shit.
Like, it's not that fucking hard.
Why not?
What?
Oh shit, those legs. Dude, those legs are fucking disgusting. Well, look how good those are. It's insane.
What made like people die there is we tried
Just warrior legs? Yeah, they're actually even better than the leg legs of Carnage.
Nobody
that
should
drop
have
from
been that far
Thaddeus.
ever. It's
They're fucking insane. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead.
Oh, they're gonna yeah do that for 2 minutes.
So this is it.
So when the potion comes off cooldown, they have one already or something like that, without wasting the timing of like the buff of the actual potion. So they'll have it for the start, and then they can use another one type of
I
deal.
didn't know that they did. I thought they did.
That's why they log out.
To be honest, so I didn't think it was in this mod. So I watched.
In
Saffron,
TBC, there were I don't know if it's private servers or it was nerfed, but you bloodlust the entire group and everyone logs out, and then you wait for like 10 minutes for a bloodlust to come back off cooldown, and then you continue. All log in, pull with bloodlust. It's like 40 seconds, so I guess you'd have 20 seconds of it, and then you could chain that bloodlust as soon as it's like landing or falling off. Well, it's already like off cooldown if you log out after bloodlusting. So yeah, you could chain bloodlust, but that's like progression type of shit where everyone waits like 10 minutes, like logging off for the cooldown, because the cooldown will still go if you're logged off. That'd be a thing for Shaman Tank.
It's RNG, yeah. There's 2 massive levels of RNG that happen on Kel'Thuzad. The first level of RNG is getting ice tuned, and the second level of RNG is who gets mind controlled. Everything else is pretty much controllable.
Yes. So we'll shackle the first.
Why is my HP so low?
Depending on portal.
I don't think that's kings. Does he not have kings? He does have kings.
What? Yeah. That's because I don't have any.
Just for the buff first.
Yeah, some buffs. They should be.
Oh, he does. Yeah, he does have ZG. But ZG doesn't have.
Yeah, like just let us buff back.
Bro, I hate people like that. I actually fucking hate them so much. Like that they have to get. Oh, I'm gonna get up really close. Like, oh, why do you fucking get that? Why do you even thinking about that? Why you fucking do that? Like it just makes me so mad. Just stay with the fucking group. Don't get too close to the boss.
Yeah, we don't need it.
Anybody ever does that in my raids, I kick them out.
Alright, I'm gonna grab a beer. Hopefully I don't pull anything. The 10 seconds I'm gone. Less than sure.
The boon for anybody, again, who's unfamiliar with Classic WoW is basically it allows you to hold all of your most powerful buffs. It's like a pause button on your most powerful buffs.
Alright. Come down here.
Oh, Ampy got the Slayer's crest.
Come on. Come closer.
He's got some pretty good gear.
Priest will help with.
Oh. Kame, ho!
Did that shit? I mean, honestly, it's not really a big deal. They're talking about Dirge's kicking Chimera chops, which is a special recipe that's only available after you complete the Scepter of the Shifting Sands quest line that will give you the highest stamina food in the entire game. And it requires Chimera meat that's only available and obtainable from a special island in Ferrolas that has elite level 60
Running out of
Chimeras.
Serenade. Maybe I should go
You have to
rebuff.
farm.
The flower might be there
Chimeras
because I
are
still have
early,
my
so they're
souls.
not that hard to kill, but yeah.
Make sure you're next to your group, please.
No pets here. No pets. No pets. Both of us will. I'm gonna cover this side. Okay.
Some good meat. Yes, it is.
You're gonna cover the other side.
It gives a huge amount of stamina. It's better than any other food in the game. It is the food. Now there's going to be 3 different types of mobs that they're going to have to fight here. First, you have these soldiers of the frozen wastes. These are the smaller ones, those right there.
Let them get stunned
Very
and
easy to
connected.
kill, but melee cannot hit them because they will do an AoE for shadow damage on everybody else if they get hit. And you can see also all the pets are on passive, so nothing else is accidentally aggroed. The abominations do a debuff on tanks that reduces their healing taken. That's a mortal strike. So they need to be stunned and killed very quickly so they don't insta-give a tank.
Yeah, we could want it.
The truth is that this first phase is very easy. This is a very easy phase. There's like almost nothing that can go wrong. Whenever something does go wrong, there are 2 ways that something can go wrong. Number 1 is somebody multi-shot.
Oh, Undercity elevator boss right there. Ooh.
And then they aggro the entire group. And like even that, if that happens,
I think at least one time I've died to the elevator boss, but like on like just normal servers, not on hardcore.
Because they know what they're doing. Like multi-shot, you know, hunter pet assist, stuff like that.
Skull for casters.
And then obviously like the Soul Weavers can get too close and they do a massive AoE frontal cone that does huge damage and also does a knockback. The meta is that melee kill abominations, casters kill Soul Weavers, and the soldiers of the frozen wastes. That's the meta of this this part.
I can have 30.
It should be a shit thing for the CC.
It will. I'll keep it on. Okay, I got trucks now. This is 2 key. Now.
I'm not sure why he took off Dragon Breath Chili. Maybe he's concerned that the AoE from the Dragon Breath Chili's breath could potentially aggro the other mobs back there. It's hard to say.
Probably why.
The stun rotation. Yeah, you see there's a Hammer of Justice on every single abomination. So the abominations never actually cast anything.
Skull for casters.
It breaks CC in phase 2.
A-bomb.
Oh,
This
that
one
makes a
is
lot of sense. Yeah.
Kick stun.
Dragon Breath Chili is another consumable that you can eat. It gives you a chance to randomly do 50 damage to enemies in front of you. And of course, if you're doing damage randomly, you could break the aggro on something. Or break CC on something. I mean.
Next stun is going to be Surrey. Caster stun.
So you see they have like 4 paladins, so each time one of these guys comes out, they stun it, and then everybody kills it before it even casts anything. And you even see like that rogue follows up with a kidney shot to make sure it stays stunned. Hodge and Kidney don't DR each other? I thought they did too.
Okay. There's an A-bomb. This is Tuki.
The only hard part of phase 1 is towards the very end of phase 1. You will have to deal with, usually if you don't have like a good group, 2 Soul Weavers at the same time, while the ranged also have to group up, or sorry, spread out. Because Kel'Thuzad.
I wonder if I can solo SM Jiwa, or not Jiwa, SM Armory. I want to try and get the axe. Like I have no like actual weapons besides this fucking staff wherever it is in my inventory. Where is it? Did I vendor this shit or did I put it in the bank? I feel like I vendored it. I don't see it anywhere. Oh wait, there it is. There's my Wind Fury weapon for like DPS.
The reason why they want a dark room now is so they can maintain high mana, because there's like never a chance anybody's gonna take damage. What are the biggest threats in phase 2? Everything.
Ooh, my shaman brethren are just okay. Fuck that guy. He's and the brazier didn't let me click it. What do you die to?
Because range need to be.
I don't know. I don't question Ashen Bell. Too dangerous.
Obviously just destroys the mana of like a caster.
Belden soldier. This guy was trying to do the quest.
So all range need to be spread out all the time.
It's like Southern Baron's quest.
This is Optimus.
It's okay. Yeah, they're kind of fucking up here.
Help on these skellies, priests. This one is Walker Hicks. Hicks on this one.
Hicks is the paladin for stunning it.
The last one is really good.
The last one is always going to be fast.
Yeah, I'll grab the last one. This one is Hicks, okay.
I think it says breathe your dying breath or something like that. Kel'Thuzad says that, and then he despawns everything.
Get away. Get out of the middle.
So you have like one, you see what I'm saying, right? About how there's like, as soon as he says that, there's still a Soul Weaver. So it makes it hard for range to go to their designated locations and then kill the Soul Weaver.
Right in the middle, get to your spots.
Get away from the boss.
Yeah, this is very awkward. Also, melee need to be in different piles for an ability called Ice Tomb. Ice Tomb does, I think, 26% of your total health every second for 4 seconds or every half second. So it's like the biggest healing check in the game, basically, because the healers have to make sure nobody dies from it. And it stuns you. So like, and you can chain it. So like, one person who's in the wrong spot, if it goes on them, they can hit 2 other piles of people. It's really bad. Like, that's what kills people all the time. You have Kel'Thuzad there. Also, Kel'Thuzad does huge frost bolts that need to be interrupted. Now, they have so many melee, it shouldn't be a problem. But yeah.
Get to the back, please. Let the healers take the middle.
And you can see they're making a group of 4 here. So each person, usually we used to do 3. I didn't even know you could do 4. But I've never seen somebody do this before, but I guess that makes sense. And so this is to minimize raid damage.
Which camp should I go on?
He also does AoE Frostbolt, which does a lot of damage. Ampy didn't take damage from it because he has Frost Resistance Potion here.
Learn your fears, Willis.
Fears now. Send it.
So the reason why they're asking everybody to use their fears is so whenever Kel'Thuzad does the mind control, that the mind control for the warriors that goes on them won't, it basically causes you to cast random abilities. So if warriors use their fear now,
maxed out defense for 59.
Won't be able to use
10% block, 5% parry.
So it's on cooldown, yeah.
No pets here.
I didn't know pets can be a target of that or not.
Don't worry about overpotting and doing stuff. Bolts are gonna come out. Sorry, please.
You can see like interrupts are gonna have to go out all the time. Everybody's staying up.
Just focus on your.
See, look at that. That's my boy right there. See, he was low health. Look, watch. He was low health. Get ready.
Don't worry about overpotting and doing stuff. Bolts are gonna come out.
His health gets really low here.
Sorry, priest.
Get ready.
He'll come back up.
See that? Massive. You know what he does? He fucking banjos himself. There it is.
Just focus on your
Back melee.
See Triplex? Oh, he's in chat. Yo, there he is. Yeah, he streams. I think he streamed this whole thing.
It might be a threat to the sequence.
There he is. What's up, man?
One's next kick, we're good.
I had no fucking idea you were doing this.
Melee max range a little bit. Make sure your max
center.
range.
Oh, I didn't loot this. I mean, skin.
Threat reset, threat reset, threat reset. Stop.
Oh, this is bad, bro. So, you saw Ampy was the target. Actually, it might have been somebody here. So he ran forward to try to pick up the boss, right? Because he's one of the tanks. You saw it go on the road.
Oh yeah, this is where Amphy dies, right?
And he's going to be taking, again, a percentage of his health.
Stop dying, shamans. Jeez
and this
Louise.
is at the same time as the MC. You can have your main tank just get MC.
Stun, 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 stun. Keep Ampy up. Okay. Threat reset, threat reset, threat reset. Stun, 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 stun. Keep Ampy up.
Nah, that wasn't his fault. Nah, bro. Like, there were like multiple counter spells, multiple interrupts that could have happened. The reason why Ampy died, he died to a fucking an actual like direct cast frostbolt.
He just needs to stand there.
That should have never happened. Somebody fucked up there. There should have been a kick.
He also moved. He should have just stayed where he was at.
He dropped the ball. No, it wouldn't have mattered. He was overkilled by like 5,000 damage. So even if he would have had to been lay on hands.
Okay, we need to slams grab this. Shield wall 19. Turn it around 19. Turn it around.
There it is.
Motherfucking heals, man.
Then aim on me, move away.
Again, it was not that like the heals. If the heals had been better, he wouldn't have died. But the truth is that I think that the real fault was on the DPS. The DPS should have counterspelled that, or interrupted it, or something.
It's on 19. We can't see threat. Back up more melee.
Keep kicking.
He keeps on raid leading though after he does.
So they lost 6 people. Oh no, 5.
Force will get next.
Now this fight actually gets easier with less people. I know it might sound weird, but it gets easier to manage because less people are able to take damage. Usually you have the stacks of people die. You have more space, everything like that.
Max stab, you can go in.
I'm on it. One person become circle melee.
I'm like not even getting full value from this thing. People need to be in the group.
So he's moving people around into different groups to keep all the dead people in one group so you can maintain the party deaths for as many people as possible.
That's actually good.
And you can see obviously like what he was doing here is he moved the priests in there for prayer of healing. And he was doing that even while he was dead.
I'm like not even getting full value.
Or sorry, circle of healing. That's why he moved.
Somebody do something. Circle of healing. AoE taunt.
Yeah, send it. Pop CDs, pop CDs. Melee back out.
That was a really bad decision, by the way, for the melee here. They should not move that way. This is the only guy I think who did it right. However, at 40%, Kel'Thuzad starts summoning ads that have to be tanked, and they just do more and more.
Oh, I remember saving a run at this point of the fight in Wrath of the Lich King Nax. I think it was a 25 then. I have it's a video somewhere on my YouTube. I forget what the title is, but like, or it might have been a stream. Maybe it's either a stream or a video. But I saved, like, I ended up tanking Kel'Thuzad after like DPS died. Like I was next in threat, and I actually survived and shit. Like, for the fun, like. I let the other tanks pick up basically the ads. I was picking up ads too, but then I was also trying to start working. I had an ad and the boss on me at one point, and I was getting healed. It was pretty intense, but I definitely know it's like somewhere on my YouTube. It's like a stream or a video that I uploaded. I think it's a stream somewhere, but like yeah, I tanked the last boss, but I think it might have been like TBC tanking level 60 Nax. I think I don't know. I don't think that happened in Wrath. Yeah, not in Wrath. But we're doing like a DK or DKP run or something like that. I think, yeah. Anyways, continue this.
Fight. It's like a soft in range.
Okay, slams go left,
The
Reshi
Guardians.
right. Slams left, Reshi right.
I'm gonna pull over 19 here.
That's
There's
fine.
one.
Shackle.
Shackle mounts. No
And you
clean,
can
no-
CC some of them, but you can only CC a certain amount. You cannot CC every single one. You have to tank some of them.
No clean, no
Next shackle. Next shackle.
2 next kick.
Good job. No more shackles. No more shackles.
Frostpot, frostpot. Don't break the shackle right there.
Red drop, red drop.
Oh, this is a very, very frustrating situation. They just had this go off, and now everybody is like, what the fuck, right?
Good lane.
They're...
Wall of cannon first.
Wait, was that away on hands?
Shackle.
Don't break the shackle right there.
Red drop.
How long has the journey taken?
Wow.
Well,
Bro, look
that
at
was
that
a
guy's
few. I'm not seeing it in my
that
cell
must have
phone
been
chat,
Turkey
but
here?
yeah. How long has the journey taken, and what tips do you
Bro,
have
look at
surviving as
Turkey.
shaman?
Because his lay on hands reduces your mana. Bro, Turkey saved his
I looked at my thing on the PC. So 17 days, 2 hours, 20 minutes, 38 minutes so far. Total time. We've been 8 hours, 40 minutes, 55 seconds. Right now at 59.
Wind Force would have died. Actual ridiculous.
I don't know
fucking
why
lay
it's
on
not
hands.
showing that on my cell phone.
Turkey saved his ass 100%.
Good lane. Wall of cannon first.
That is nuts.
If he's out, it's under control. Turn on
And you
dead,
can see
shackle.
how this fight is kind of a shit show.
Okay, no more CC. Stop CC.
And this is the part where, like, in this fight, like, obviously you have to CC mobs, but like this is the part where, like, everybody does their own job and the boss dies. Like, you can't think about how chaotic it is. You just keep attacking the boss until it's dead.
No, 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 boss.
Just focus, boss.
That's DJ's words.
I need my groups near your priests. Get people tops. Keep on point.
Yeah, they've got it, by the way.
I got the free one.
They got through that last part. They're fine.
Let's go. Finish this.
They're totally fine.
People top. Crossbow. Good job. That's why I even said it before too. Good job. Double MC is gonna hit both of you.
There
And
it
he's
is.
gonna fuck. That's why you need
Oh,
They're fucking
shit.
right there.
Okay, whoever did that, whoever did that died with good job.
Yeah, you can tape on me.
That was me after the blind, of course.
God damn.
19 good shit.
I mean,
Uh,
true. Like,
So,
I saved
bro, so fucking true. Because also keep in mind that, like, Turkey probably has improved lay on hands, which increases the total armor that you have by 30%. Improved lay on hands is fucking insane. So, like, not only did it reduce did it prevent him from dying, but it made it so he didn't die for the entire rest of the fight because he had 30% increased armor.
I'm so sorry, Abby. I don't know what happened.
Oh, remember the corny guy died. Or no, that was from earlier.
The fucking Frost
He
Bolt,
like
he
logged
would've died.
back
He
in
was
or
at
something.
5.4K. The Frost Nova thing did 3.4K.
Yeah.
He would have died. It was the interrupt didn't happen.
No?
It wasn't the healers, it was the DPS.
Windforce, you were above of the years there.
I mean, that's the whole thing with like double MC shit happens.
They took 7,400 damage, yeah.
Can't leave it, right?
Swapping the grapes around in combat really fucks me.
You hit for 7K. Yeah, that's the Frost Bolt.
Everybody kneels.
That's a lot.
Yeah. What a fun ride.
Yeah, congrats, guys. RP Neil.
Holy shit.
Epic fucking random was
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't. I don't know what that
Oh
was.
my god.
It must have been the first one. Must have been the bolt one.
It was a frostbolt. There was no kick, actually. Oh my god.
I should have died too. Walk late.
Jesus.
When I took over thread, I got frost bolted to the face.
But we got it,
The coward.
boys. That's all that
The
matters.
coward took the frost bolt
Good
to the
fucking
face.
job, guys.
Oh yeah, boys. World first. Normally we take this screenshot.
Yeah, they can't get everybody to the ground. Yeah, there he is. He's in chat. Absolute honor to win with these champions. There it is, bro. Holy shit, man. Holy shit. It is nuts. Wow.
Almost 13 bars here. That was 319.
Let's take a screenshot where the dead people are.
Yeah, but like line up. Nice.
I think we're just all kneel, bro.
I think.
What's the loot?
Let's
all take a kneeling screenshot. Can we all take a kneel right now for Ompy? 07 for Ompy, Concert, Mirage, Wave, Bev, Vorpal, J-Law. Who else died? Guys,
He died with
holy
the
shit,
trinket
that
from
was
Saffron?
Incredible raid. All of you guys, well
Well, they
done.
beat the
I'm
game,
sitting here
though.
watching it. I'm jealous I couldn't be in there, but guys, you guys fucking held it down. I'm super proud of all of you. That was really impressive, you guys. We did it. Frontier, #1, Ompy, you're the greatest raid leader of all time. I cannot believe you died. Holy shit, boys, that was epic.
Should have interrupted.
Let's get to Ironforge after this, and let's do a little celebration party.
Yep, they should have interrupted.
Yeah, it's tipped out.
Thank you, Tips.
Yeah, that was a fun ride, boys. We yeah. KT could be a little
No, there's a frostbolt
Hey
right
man,
there.
this is some bullshit. My butt didn't get cleansed. This is bullshit. I'm ready to take it.
It's almost biblical that Ampy died on the last.
Hey, is that he said a few words. I think that's not my gosh.
Literally died on the bot.
Y'all know what the best part of all this is?
Shut up.
Shut up.
You said
You
that
guys-
you would say something. You said that you would say something, bro. Speed.
Shut the fuck up.
Ampy doesn't wanna.
Tell me you can keep that shit.
Good job,
True. True.
Oh, Mitch Jones hops in. Good job, boys.
We set out to do this, and we did it. That's all that matters. So many people died. Fucking, how many deaths did we have? 50 deaths?
Mitch Jones was a part of this. Like, he was part of the Ragnarok's first for Hate C.
But I was the chosen one.
Mitch Jones was my favorite.
You were supposed to take.
This shit is funny. Basically, the chat is funny for the text to speech shit. Is that the end? Even Asmund finds that funny. But what dropped?
Hold up. What? Where's the loot? Where is it? Where's the loot, though?
King's Fall,
Wait, Ompy died with my pants.
I did actually, yeah. I died with your leggings
That's
and
the
apocalypse.
dagger. Oh, no.
It's still tradable. Wait,
Oh. Close.
take it.
Alright, you going again?
Bro, Mitch. Oh my god.
King's Fall.
Bro, link it to
I really wish Mitch would have like made it into that next. But I mean, like it was unrealistic. Like he still had greens and shit.
Didn't even make one boss.
He wouldn't have been able to do it in the time period.
But no, that was fucking sick, guys. Good job.
We expect you at 60 and ready to go next week.
RIP Chill Cow.
19 is MVP for the boss.
That is amazing. That is absolutely fucking amazing. I'll link you guys his channel. He's a raid leader as well. The best ending? Yeah, there it is.
And that's above, yeah, 13 bars. I'm a little over it, but we'll kill this guy and we'll call it a stream as well. But as long as the video lasted there, it was like a 52-minute video. It's a little over an hour stream. I call that a short stream in my standards. Like, my long streams are like 4, 5, 6 hours at least if I'm going hard. 13 bars. So 7 bars left. If I give it like a day or two, we'll have like 3-4 rested bars experience. But I don't want to speed level it. I want to be like able to like say shit when I'm level 60. Because I'm muted, so it's not till the 16th till I'm like unmuted. So yeah, that'll be that. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for the likes. I'm sorry, Derek Daly, for being so late on responding to you. Normally I would be right on that shit, but I didn't, like, I don't know, my cell phone, I used that for chat, and for some reason it didn't show your thing. I only saw it once I went to my YouTube studios, like, on my PC, where I saw it, so yeah. Just to, like, double answer that question, played 17 days, 2 hours, 30 minutes, 8 seconds, 8 hour, like, total. 8 hours, 50 minutes, 25 seconds at this level. So there's a lot of just standing in Orgrimmar for people to ogle and be like, whoa, shamans can tank. It's the main reason I'm just sitting in Orgrimmar a lot of the time, so. I probably could level way faster than 17 days to 60, but I'm not in a rush. I ain't speedrunning this shit, so. Anyways, thank you for the likes on the stream. Thanks for tuning in. Even if, like, the only person here that had something to say, I couldn't get to it, like, till 20 minutes later, but thank you guys. I'll be live probably tomorrow to do like another similar stream to this, get a couple bars while I listen to something. So yeah, thank you. Have a good day. Good night.